Time for a channel update here of sorts. So I just checked when I published my last video here on the channel, and it was published the 20th of November. And today is the 9th of March. So it's been, well, almost 4 months, and that is quite a long time, especially since I remember talking in my previous videos that I was going to try to upload videos more frequently, which I obviously failed quite a bit. Regardless, I think the time has come to start making videos again. My only real issue or problem is how to prioritize the videos to be made, because during these 4 months, and well, for quite some time before that as well, I did collect and buy quite a lot of knives, be it folders, fixed blades. Also bought some axes, titanium pens, other EDC related items, watches as well. So my dilemma now is actually what items to showcase on my channel. And I did actually write this list here for myself like mere minutes before I decided to record a video here. But if you're talking about getting sort of an overview here of the different brands and makers, I do have quite a bit of variety here, and I've always taken great pride in my channel showcasing knives and axes from all over the world. What I have here on this list, if we're looking at US makers and US brands, we have Medford Knife and Tool, a lot of knives. I'm going to talk a little bit more about that later here. I also got a few new folders from Olami Cutlery. Got some new hatchets, hawks and knives made by RMJ Tactical. I also got some new knives made by Microtech, one of them which I really love. Speaking of US brands, I also got a few new knives made by Bark River. Also got some new knives from Tops, and think that is probably it for the US brands. If we are talking about European brands, I do have some new knives made by TRC Knives. Got some new knives from Finnish maker Peltonen Knives, and I also got some let's see, yeah, if we're talking axes, got some new axes from Gränsforsbruk, got some axes from Hultafors or Hultsbruk, Sibulat, if we're counting Russia to Europe, that is. And yeah, I think that's it for the European brands, at least on top of my head when I wrote this list. If we're talking about Chinese brands, I've got some, or quite a lot of knives made by Civivi. Got a lot of knives made by Maxace that I need to showcase as well. Got some, well, not Chinese, but if we're talking Asia, got some knives made by Work Tough Gear. And then I do have some titanium pens that are all made in China. I would say it's some Reich pens, Fegve, and an additional brand that I can't remember now on top of my head. Also got some Riat and Concept folders. And I think that's it. It's very likely that I have forgotten some brands, but this is, I just wanted to specify something here because I wouldn't be able to remember all this without writing it down. But it is very likely that I have indeed forgotten something. And I do have quite a lot of knives from some of these makers and brands, and axes as well. But what am I going to focus about next? Well, I have this one idea. There's something that I've been buying a lot of for the, well, I would actually say like last 12 months, maybe more than that. I've kept it sort of like not really a secret project, but I've built myself quite a collection of a certain brand, and the knife that started it is actually this one. This is my first folder made by Medford knife and tool, and I did a review of this one. This is Genesis T in S90V, a drop point version. I did a video review of this like 2 years ago or something like that, and then I actually didn't purchase any more Medfords for, yeah, I would say at least 1.5 years. But then I started to use this one a bit more, and I grew really fond of it. So what I'm trying to say is that I have built myself quite a collection of Medfords, even though I haven't showcased any on the channel. I was waiting for, the perfect opportunity, and I was thinking like, well, I think now is a good time. Now I have 5 of them or 10 of them, etc. But I just kept on adding more and more Medfords, and well, it got maybe a little bit out of hand. To show you what I mean, give me like 1 second, and I will show you what I mean. When I use the term collection, like for a knife collection of a specific brand, for example, that means or refers to, well, quite a few knives, which is also why I have zoomed out the camera. I needed to do that. It's going to be difficult regardless. So I got my first one, like I mentioned, 2 years ago, and then I added some more. So here we have this is, some more. These are 4 more, that's a few. But I then added some more again, like 4 more. And then I decided to add some more, 4 more. And I then added some other nice ones, like 4 more. And then I went with, an additional, 4 more. And 4 more. And, an additional 4 more. And then 1 more. And right now I'm up to 29 new knives from Medford Knife and Tool that I have not showed here on my channel. So with the one I already have, it is 30 Medford knives in total. And now I feel like I have gone a little, over the top, to be completely honest. And among all of these knives are actually some new all-time favorite folding knives of mine. Some really special ones here. So what I like about Medford Knife in general is, how unique some of the knives really are. I mean, they feel almost like, true custom folders. So what I think I'm gonna do as my next video is going to be something Medford related. I was thinking about making my complete Medford knife and tool collection, or if I should go over, some of these knives are the same, base model, sometimes, with obviously with different sculpting or colors, etc. Sometimes with drop points, sometimes with tantos, different blade finishes, etc. But there are also a lot of different models as well. I do like to bring quite a bit of variety, but I'm not sure if I should make a complete Medford video, because it's gonna be quite lengthy, especially if I want to go over specs, fit and finish, performances, etc. So maybe I should divide it into a series of videos talking about let's talk about the Marauder series or the Praetorian series, or if we should go let's talk about the Micro Praetorian, the Genesis and the Thai, etc. divided like that. I'm still not quite sure, but I think it is likely that I will do something Medford related, even though I have this list, which I put somewhere over here, for example, of, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 other brands and makers. But I feel like I really want to showcase some of these knives because they are truly spectacular. But I'll have to, give it some thought. The main reason of this video, this update video, is to, just let you, the subscribers and general viewers, know that the channel isn't dead, even though it's been asleep for almost 4 months. There are tons of stuff that I wish to show and share with you. And I guess that I should maybe spend less time doing, photography, etc. of the knives, because I do like to document my knives when I get them, to take some different photos, etc. And I do spend, quite a few hours doing that. And I guess it would be perhaps better to just, keep pushing videos out. But I don't want to take away, my enjoyment in knives, just spending time with them, playing around with them, using them, taking photos, etc. I mean, I do enjoy making videos as well. But this is a hobby of mine. It's not, a job, especially not a full-time job. And, my time is sort of limited, which is the main reason why we haven't seen many videos published. But regardless, I hope that you can continue to have a bit of patience, and I will hopefully make it worth it to you, especially if you are interested in any of these brands that I mentioned in the beginning of this video. But like I mentioned, there will be a bit of a Medford focus for some time to come, and I also like to showcase some US made knives. It's been a lot of Chinese knives and well, let's see, what have I done recently? A lot of WE knife reviews. Did a lot of Andrea de Villiers, so that's South African, I guess. So maybe it's time for some US stuff now. Like I said, I like to keep a variety in my knife videos. So that's it for now. Small channel update, and stay tuned.